Hi everyone, welcome to TGIF. Another Friday, another episode. Advanced data analysis is one topic which every customer is interested in. Interested because they want to understand how easily they can do in a most cost-effective fashion. We have a capability called Azure Data Explorer. We have spoken about this in the past, but there is a new twist to the tale here. So I thought it's best to bring in an expert on the topic of Explorer. It's my pleasure to welcome Vishnu Agarwal, MTC Technical Architect, for a short conversation. Vishnu, welcome to TGIF.
Hey Sandeep, thank you for having me today.
Wonderful. Quickly, so Azure Data Explorer, you had spoken of this in the past.
Yeah.
So just as a refresher, tell us what is Azure Data Explorer.
So Sandeep, you know that Azure Data Explorer is a fully managed, high-performance big data analytical platform, right?
Right.
So that you can ingest massive corpus of telemetry time-series data and analyze that at scale,
Right.
with ease,
Yeah.
right? So we have our own proprietary database called as Custo database, where you store all this data, and then on the top of that, you can analyze this. You can identify pattern in real time.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Custo database, proprietary, and you use something called KQL, right?
Yeah. So that's Custo query language, which you use to query the data in real time.
Perfect. Custo database, proprietary, and KQL query language.
Yes.
Awesome. So let's move forward now. Microsoft Fabric,
Yeah.
right? We announced this some time back. Now everything is one experience, one architecture.
Yeah.
And we talk about one lake.
Yeah.
Now Custo is proprietary. So what is the story here? Is Custo becoming part of the one lake umbrella, or what is the way forward?
Okay, so what we are doing, we are integrating the capabilities of Azure Data Explorer into Microsoft Fabric in a very SaaSified way.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So what do you mean integration? So if you look at right now, one lake is powered by open Parquet format.
Yes.
Now you said Custo is proprietary.
Right.
So tell us what's the link there.
Yeah. So when you use Microsoft Fabric to ingest massive amount of data into Custo database, right? So it stores the data there, but at the same time, you have the option to create shortcuts to this Custo database so that you can refer to this data anytime,
Okay.
and you can also join this data with any other data for that matter, right?
Okay.
You can write complex queries on the top of it. That's where this integration comes into picture.
Got it. So we heard in the previous episode that shortcut is the best footfall when it comes to connecting databases beyond one Parquet file,
Yeah.
right? This probably comes in the same umbrella. That means I have Custo, which is a proprietary database.
Yeah.
I can use shortcuts to pretty much bring that data as a blueprint
Yeah.
under the umbrella of Microsoft Fabric.
That's
is that
correct.
right?
That's correct.
Awesome. Perfect. So I think this is great. I think it's best understood with the demo, Vishnu. So why don't
Yeah.
we do a quick demo?
Definitely. Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's do that.
Yeah. So you see that, so we talked about real-time data analytics with Fabric, right?
Right.
So this is the Fabric UI. You have all the different personas experience here.
Right.
And you can see data engine, data science, data warehouse, etc.
Okay.
Likewise, we have
Real-time analytics.
real-time analytics,
Okay.
right? So once we click there, we get into this particular portal,
Okay.
right? And we go to workspaces. I selected Contoso Sales as
Okay.
one of the workspaces.
Okay.
Within this workspaces, I will go to filters. There I can see multiple artifacts. You have to select KQL database.
Got it.
Now, for demo purpose, I've already created a Custo database here called Contoso. I will go here, and I
Got
can check all the details about it. The tables which I have already created and how I am ingesting the data. The size of the table is, you see, it is 46 GB. So I was also talking about how can I enable it for one lake experience.
So assuming right now you're in real-time analytics,
Yeah.
now under the umbrella of Microsoft Fabric, this is right now proprietary database. You're trying to make that appear under Fabric. So,
Absolutely.
And you said this is achieved via shortcuts. That's right.
Correct. So one thing that you need to enable is toggle this, keep it active, so that once I go to my lakehouse experience, I'll go to get data.
Okay.
When I go click on new shortcut, I can see Microsoft OneLake as the shortcut. Here again, I can see KQL database
Got it.
is one of the filter.
Got it.
Once I click here,
Fair
I can see my database which I have created is available here for further use within the OneLake environment.
Perfect.
Right?
Awesome.
I can go click next, use it for any kind of.
Yeah. Again, because you use shortcuts, there's no copy made. So
Yes.
no ETL here.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
That's where zero ETL comes into
Awesome.
picture. Yeah. Now next thing that I wanted to showcase is how do I use the database which I created, the
Okay.
Custo one,
Okay.
right? Right. So I've created some sample query here,
Okay.
right? So I have this query available. I'll just run it. I want to see what is the average temperature
Sure.
for 1 minute window.
So assuming telemetry information is coming in a high velocity,
Yes.
this is really a real-time query that you're making.
Exactly.
Right now. Okay.
Right. So you see that I just queried it. Less than 2 seconds it took me to get me the output. It's all time series data. Now I want to make. I can also do forecasting because what's going to be my temperature for the next 15 minutes.
Sure.
So that I can take some action.
Got it.
Right. If I have customer visiting my showroom, I want to have a pleasant experience for them.
Correct.
So every 15 minutes I'll get a forecast. So if you see, I ran this query, the orange line which you see is showing me the forecast of the temperature and the variance between that. Next thing that I wanted to show you is anomaly, on the basis of which we want to trigger some action.
Got it.
Right. So this is the next query which again identify any kind of anomalies. So based on my window, based on the variance I am putting, any data point that which is lying outside this
Got it.
range will be flagged as anomalies here.
Fair enough. By the way, this is still a KQL query.
Yeah.
We're not querying through Fabric yet. This
Yes.
is just to demonstrate that
Yeah.
under Umbrella Fabric, you're able to bring in Kusto database,
Yes.
and you can still make real-time analytics
Yes.
on that.
Yes.
Perfect.
Absolutely. Since I have the data in my Kusto databases, I can use this data to quickly build a Power BI report on the top, because this is acting as a data set for me. So I can go build report here. So for the demo purpose, I have already created a Power BI report, beautiful one here. So you can see that it's a hourly report of my temperature thermostat data of my shore.
Perfect, Vishnu. That was a fabulous demo. I think what I loved most about the demo is the fact that without making copies of data, we're able to query under the umbrella of Microsoft Fabric. That is the beauty of it.
Yeah, absolutely, Sandeep. As you know that we are moving towards the era of zero ETL. And
Perfect.
that's exactly what we are trying to demonstrate here.
Awesome. I love the statement, Vishnu. Thank you so much for the demo once again. As you saw the demo as well as what Vishnu said, the future is no ETL, zero ETL, and that means you can have databases wherever they are, yet make meaningful advanced analytics. With that, thanks for watching us today. Have a wonderful Friday. Keep watching TGIF and have a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.